Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we'll be uncovering the hidden stories behind the numbers. Today, we're diving into Nortech Systems Incorporated's latest report, and let's just say it looks like they've been busy reporting some results. Have you ever wondered what is really going on inside a company when they release their financial news? We're about to find out by decoding this official filing before we jump in. If you enjoy getting these straightforward breakdowns of complex corporate documents, make sure you are subscribed. And don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. We're building a great group of folks curious about how the business world really works. Alright, so we're looking at a Form 8K filing with the US Securities and Exchange Commission. Think of this as a company's way of telling the public about any major events that shareholders and investors really need to know about, and they need to do it pretty quickly. This particular report is dated the 13th of November 2025, which is the target date for the earliest event they're reporting on. The company we're looking at today is Nortech Systems Incorporated. They are based in Minnesota, and this filing confirms their commission file number and IRS employer identification number. This is standard company housekeeping stuff, letting everyone know who they are and where they're officially registered, which is important for transparency. Now, for those tracking Nortech Systems on the stock market, their common stock is traded under the symbol NSEs on the Nasdaq Capital Market. This shows they are a publicly traded company, meaning their stock is available for anyone to buy or sell on a stock exchange. Companies trade on exchanges like Nasdaq so that their shares can be easily bought and sold by investors, which helps them raise money and gives investors a way to own a piece of the company, the main event here. And what we're really here to unpack is found under Item 2.02 Results of Operations and Financial Condition. This is where the company reveals how they've been performing financially. Nortech Systems issued a news release on the 13th of November 2025 titled Nortech Systems Reports Third Quarter Results. This release covers their consolidated results and financial condition for the third quarter that ended on the 30th of September 2025. This is the juicy part as it gives us a snapshot of their business health during that recent period. This news release is attached as Exhibit 99.1 to this filing. Typically, these news releases are a way for companies to communicate important financial updates to the public in a more accessible format than a full SEC filing. They often highlight key performance indicators, revenue figures, profits or losses, and sometimes forward-looking statements. It is essentially their official announcement of their recent financial performance. So, what financial story does this news release tell? While the actual numbers from the news release aren't embedded directly in this filing in a table we can easily pull from, the filing states it is about their consolidated results and financial condition for the third quarter ended the 30th of September 2025. Generally, when a company reports its quarterly results, investors are looking for trends. Is revenue growing? Are profits increasing or decreasing? How does this compare to the same period last year? Are their expenses under control? These are the kinds of questions that answers in these reports help us address. For Nortech Systems, the fact that they are reporting their third quarter results means they are reporting on a 3-month period of their business operations. This is crucial because it allows investors to track the company's performance over time. For example, if they reported a significant increase in revenue compared to the previous quarter, it might suggest growing demand for their products or successful sales strategies. Conversely, a decrease could signal market challenges or internal issues. The filing mentions consolidated results, which means they are reporting the combined financial performance of all their businesses and subsidiaries, giving a holistic view of the entire company. Looking at the sign-off, we see that Andrew D.C. Lafrance, the Chief Financial Officer and Senior Vice President of Finance, signed off on this report. This is the person at the top of the financial department confirming that the information presented is accurate to the best of their knowledge. It is a crucial part of corporate governance. Ensuring accountability for financial disclosures. Now let's think about what this filing doesn't tell us directly but implies. This is an 8K filing, which is for significant events. By focusing on Item 2.02, they are highlighting their financial results. This often means there aren't other major corporate bombshells like a big acquisition, a change in auditor, or a bankruptcy announcement. Instead, the primary focus is on the business's financial heartbeat during the third quarter. The fact that they are reporting these results as a current report means they are informing the public in a timely manner, as required by regulations, the mention of Exhibit 104. The cover page interactive data file is also noteworthy. This indicates that the filing is made in the inline XBRL format. This is the new standard for SEC filings that makes financial data more accessible and machine readable, allowing for easier analysis by investors, analysts, and regulators. It's a move towards greater transparency and usability of financial information, which is great for us as we try to decode these reports. Now, putting on our investor hat for a moment, what does this tell us about Nortech Systems Incorporated? Without the actual numbers from the news release, it is hard to give a precise financial analysis. However, the act of filing this report and attaching the press release signifies that they have material information to share about their financial performance. The key takeaway for anyone interested in Nortech is to immediately seek out that news release attached as Exhibit 99.1. That is where the real meat of their third quarter performance will be. We'd be looking for revenue growth, profitability trends, any changes in debt or cash flow, and how these figures compare to analyst expectations and their own historical performance. If we were to speculate on the story here, it is likely a story of routine financial reporting and transparency. Companies like Nortech Systems have to report their performance. And this filing is simply the official notification that they've done so. The narrative will truly unfold when we examine the details within that news release. We'd be looking for indicators of whether Nortech is growing, shrinking, or staying steady in a competitive market. Are they investing in new products or services? Are they cutting costs? Are their sales channels effective? The answers to these questions are in that press release. From an external perspective, Nortech Systems operates in the manufacturing sector, often supplying components or finished products to other businesses. This means their performance can be tied to the health of the industries they serve, such as aerospace, defense, medical devices, or industrial equipment. If those downstream industries are booming, Nortech might see increased orders. If they are struggling, Nortech might face headwinds. This filing, therefore, is a key indicator of how well Nortech is navigating those broader economic currents in the third quarter. In conclusion, this 8K filing is essentially a heads up that Nortech Systems Incorporated has released its third quarter financial results. While this document itself doesn't contain the specific numbers, it points us directly to the news release where we can find them. The act of filing demonstrates their commitment to keeping investors informed. Now, looking at these results more broadly, our assessment of Nortech Systems' direction hinges entirely on the details within that news release. If revenue is up and profits are strong, it suggests they are capitalizing on market opportunities and executing their strategy well. Potential risks could include increased competition, rising input costs, or any slowdown in the industries they serve. Opportunities might lie in expanding into new markets, developing innovative products, or securing larger contracts. Overall, this report serves as a launching point for a deeper dive into their financial health. Alright, that is our breakdown of Nortech Systems Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on the importance of these routine financial reports, and what signals do you look for in a company's quarterly results? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. We'd love to have you join the conversation. Thanks for watching. See you next time.